Hi, everyone. I don't see anybody that's here, so that's not a good sign when you change your time. But this is the Thursday chat that used to be at 7, and now I'm starting it at 4 instead. So no more 7. Uh, yeah, we're going to do it at 4 o'clock. So both of the live chats, both Sunday and Thursdays, are at 4 Eastern time. Hi, Rosie. Rosie found me. Uh, yeah, and Karen, hi. Hi, Yvonne. Ah, well, good. I'm glad y'all remembered. Vicky Sue, hi. Yeah, I have some. Well, it's exciting for me. I don't know how exciting it'll be for you, but something that happened and something I'm changing. Nothing to do with the video, but to do with reorganizing my workspaces. Remember, I'm trying to get this room. This used to be my library. It was my favorite room, and eBay has just taken it over. I have all those bins along the wall over there. One whole wall of bins. And then if you see, there's no table going across there. There used to be a table going all the way across that bookcase at the end of this table. Now I only have this one table, and it's going to hopefully get smaller. But I need to still have some table space right here. Yeah, so Samantha is helping me do this heavy work. Yeah. So yesterday was Wednesday, and that's one of Samantha's days. She comes out to help me do whatever. And I had wanted to put up some blackout curtains behind my television in the family room because the light coming behind the TV, I can't even see the TV during the day. And I like to go on and watch YouTube once in a while and the morning news, and it's blinding, especially in the winter with the snow. All this snow doesn't seem to be going away. So, yes, I got blackout curtains for that one window. I mean, it looks terrible, but it's, nobody comes here anyway but Samantha. So she put them up for me. I got a curtain rod and the curtains, and she put it up, and it helps them tremendously because now I can actually see when I'm looking at it on the TV. Maybe I won't need them in the summer, but with this blinding snow, it makes it really, really, really hard to see. So, yeah, we did that first. And then we came in this room, and we did the table. We moved all the table into into the parlor where I'm going to have my Ship With Me videos from now on. I did a Ship With Me video this morning, and I did it from that room. So from now on, all those types of videos will be from in there. and it worked out good. The only thing that wasn't good was I forgot. Well, I haven't been needing a microphone out here, but there's a lot of echo in that room. So I found my microphone and set it on the table out there. So the sound will be better on the next video tomorrow morning, in fact, because I sold something. So I'll have another ship with me video tomorrow morning. You have some good blackout curtains in your bedroom. Yeah, I found these on Amazon too. I ordered 2 packs, which was 4 panels. I only needed 3 panels on the window out in the family room. So the one leftover panel, and there's enough rods left of the curtain rod that I can put it on my bedroom window whenever I want to go up there, like to lay down in the daytime. It's so bright, especially now with the snow. Yeah. So I'll just cover that window whenever I need it with that curtain. Yeah, they really do block out any light for sure. So we moved all the tables and got them all situated. And I'll still have sort of an L shape like I had here out there with the desk, the table, and then the desk. So it'll still sort of be the same shape, but I'll be sitting at the end of the table. And I think it'll work out good. I took all my shipping supplies out there and put it, because I had cleaned out all the desk drawers, or most of them. And it'll hold all my shipping supplies out there. So, yeah. So the best thing that happened, I was talking to Samantha and telling her how I was starting my taxes, starting to get together all my taxes. And the trouble is I only have this one label maker printer. It just prints the little 4x6 labels. That's it. And before, I used to have a regular printer. In fact, this one right here. This is a Brother laser printer, Wi-Fi. And yeah, I was talking to her about it, and I said, I just can't get it to connect with my computer, because it used to connect to my big desktop. Well, that one crashed, so I don't have that one anymore. I have a laptop here that I'm on now. And so she started fussing around with we plugged it back in. She started fussing with it, and she's very techy. And it started to make noise. And then it printed out a page that something, it wasn't connected at that time. And she fussed around some more. And then she went online and found somebody to tell her exactly what to do to connect it. And we got it connected. And I put it in my on this computer, so it recognizes my Wi-Fi and everything. And we printed out. We told it to print out a couple pages, which it printed out. Here's proof. And So I have 2 printers now that I can choose between, whatever. If I'm printing labels, I go on and choose my label printer, and if I wanna print from the label maker, I have to go on and choose that one. So, thank goodness, because I was at the mercy of having this label printer work all the time to make labels, because if it didn't work, I didn't have a printer. Well, I bought another one, but, you know, I would have to take the things to the post office, which for sure I don't wanna do. Hi, Rosie. Yes, both types of printers. So now I have one that does, regular big sheets and a label printer. So I have a backup. I mean, you can print labels on the laser printer too. You have to tape them to your package, but it'll print out regular size labels, for your packages if I'd have to. But I like the little, thermal label printer for sure. So now I don't have to worry about, because there's whole sheets of things I need to print out for my taxes to send. Uh, I send it down to my tax guy. He's in Florida now. I would hate to have to hand write that, and that's what I told Samantha. I would have to hand write all that. And so that's when she went over to the printer and started fussing with it. She says, I can't even imagine that you'd have to hand write all that." So that's why she thought she wanted to fix that. So thank goodness for Samantha. Uh, uh, yeah, I feel so much better now with a backup printer. Uh, as soon as I get back on that printer again, this is something that I wrote when I had a blog and was just writing. And it's about when you get older and you have to search for your words, how your words just sort of disappear for periods of time. And I wrote a whole 3-page thing about it. Now we only printed out the first page, but I'm going to go on there and print the rest of it, and then I'll read it to you sometime. Yeah, so that was the most exciting news for me. I mean, also, we opened up the bookcase there, so now I can actually see what books I have and, go on and either donate some of them or look at them again, or maybe, of course, the fiction ones up there on the whole top shelf are mystery fiction books, but they're not giant print or large print. They're just real little print, which I can't even see anymore. So I might as well donate them. Also found a picture album of mine with the kids' pictures, me on my horses, and yeah. Here is my son on, actually, you can't see the horse, but he's riding on Echo with my little grandson. He was little then, he's 17 now. And then there's one of my granddaughter too riding that he has. Let me show you that one. You'd think it'd be right next to that one, but evidently it's not. Here it is. I know there's lots of glare because these are behind us, like cellophane. So he's on Echo with that's Ava when she was real little. Yeah, so all kinds of neat pictures. Here were my two dogs at the time. My daughter, her mark is on both of these. She took both of these. My Saint Bernard Monk, and that's my first pointer, or this was my husband's hunting dog. That was Rocky. His name, he had papers, of course. His name was Jax L. Hugh. That's the line of hunting dogs. Rockford. And Rockford is what I named my business after, Rockford Trading Company. So I don't know, a little bit of this and that. Yeah, I love finding old pictures. Most of them I have very organized. They're in those file boxes, the photo boxes, and they're all categorized. I don't know what year I did that. Must have been on an organizing binge. So I know where to go and find pictures. But every once in a while, I'll find some that I put in an album or something. So that was fun. So, what has everybody been doing? Is this a better time? Is this going to work out for everybody? I don't know if Bumblebee, she hasn't said anything today. I don't know if this is a good time or not. And I don't see Diane, who's always the very first one here. She's not here. It's a good time. Good, good. Yeah, I would rather just keep it in the afternoon because I'm not good in the evening. I'm pretty much shot. After supper, after I eat, I'm done, pretty much done. So this will be better. I was out in the kitchen getting ready or getting the things out that I'm going to have for supper. Tonight I'm going to have meatballs in sauce, spaghetti and meatballs, actually. The meatballs I just bought frozen at Aldi. They have very good frozen meatballs. They have both the plain and the Italian meatballs. I'm afraid to get Italian anything now that I got Italian sausage last week or the week before, and it was so hot I couldn't eat it. So I was afraid to get the Italian meatballs because I don't know how spicy they are. I don't like spicy anything. So I got plain meatballs. We'll see how they are. You've been doing nothing today except getting blood drawn early and have been watching TV. I know, I have those days often. Especially in the winter when you're really, yes, you do need Aldi in Texas. Every single state needs Aldi. I'm surprised you don't have one down there. You worked on some reselling and did some cleaning. Yeah, I was still organizing in there. getting still needs some organization for doing the videos. I did clear out about 4 of just the cardboard bins that I made. They're not near as big as these plastic bins. They hold about, I don't know, probably a third of what these do. But they were very empty, so I put like them together where I could and got rid of like 4 different boxes. So made some more room. I made another sale today, so I'll have a ship with me tomorrow morning, hoping I will. You have Trader Joe's. Well, Trader Joe's is the same. It's the other brother of Aldi. 2 brothers own that. 2 different brothers. They own Aldi and Trader Joe's. It's a German company. And one brother they had an argument about something. And so they split. And one has Aldi and one has Trader Joe's. I have never been in a Trader Joe's. There's a Trader Joe's out in the suburb where my daughter lives. I've never been there. I hear it's really nice. You have a Whole Foods and a Sprouts. That's good. Those are 2 good ones. But I think Aldi is less expensive than Trader Joe's, for sure. But I don't know that for sure because I don't have Trader Joe's. But they never talk about Trader Joe's being that's where you should go get everything. So I'm thinking it's not quite as inexpensive as Aldi's. Now, Aldi's, of course, their prices have gone up since I started going there a few years back, but still it's the least expensive. It's less expensive than Walmart on most things. Yeah, we have a Whole Foods here too. I used to go to it once in a while, but not real often. You like Trader Joe's, but don't go often. Your favorite, the pumpkin JoJo cookies. Ooh. Never had them. Well, maybe it's because I don't know if this makes sense or not. It's because it's a German company. Aldi has like a wall of cheeses, wonderful cheeses. Yeah, inexpensive, a lot less expensive than any other store would have these types of cheeses. I'm always surprised on how low the bill is at Aldi as I'm checking out. Yes. Now, I used to be more surprised when I first started shopping there because I'd get a cart full of groceries and I'd go through the cash register and it would be like $30. And I couldn't get over that when I first started shopping there. Now, it's probably twice that expensive now, but it slowly went up. Now, a full cart of groceries anywhere else would be well over $100. Whenever I think of grocery prices, I remember after I first got married, And we bought a house right away. My first husband, we bought a house, just a little house, 2-bedroom house. And my mother came up and we went to the grocery store and she wanted to stock my kitchen. So we went to the grocery store and she stocked my whole kitchen. I mean, we're talking basic stuff along with the things you're going to eat for the week. Flour, sugar, spices, basic things to have that you'd have in your kitchen all the time. She stocked my whole kitchen. It wasn't even $50. Now, at that time, I thought, oh, wow, that was a huge amount. Yeah, that was 1960, in the 60s, 63, 1963. Yeah, things have changed. Back then, you didn't really need nobody talked about grocery prices back then. Maybe they did in the 40s for sure, in the 50s, but I was little then. I didn't, I didn't pay attention or nobody, my parents didn't talk about that kind of stuff around the kids. We've got an Aldi here, Rosie said. I've never checked it out. Oh, yes. Oh, Rosie, go see Aldi. After you get used to, how they do things, you'll like it. And it's their brands of things. But I'm telling you right now, their brands are as good as the name brand things. I've never found anything that wasn't just as good as the name brand. Now, once in a while, they'll have the name brand things too. One of them that comes to mind is Honey Nut Cheerios. Okay, everybody was eating Honey Nut Cheerios, the regular brand, all the time. So they have their own brand of that. And right next to their own brand, they put the Honey Nut Cheerios. So you have a choice, but there's like at least a $2 or $3 difference. And so I was eating Honey Nut Cheerios at the time, and I tried their brand, and there is no difference. It's because their brands of things are made by top brands. They just put their name on it. So, yeah, don't worry about getting their brands of things. Yeah, so I just wanted to come on and see how many people would find me at 4, because this is going to be the time from now on. Yes, please let me know when you go. I'd like to hear your story about it. I'll have to message Bumblebee to see if she forgot or if she can't, if that's not a good time. That would be bad. But she's a busy, busy lady. This way I don't have the cat in here meowing at me because her eating time is at 8 in the evening. She gets her insulin at 8 in the morning and 8 in the evening, so she has to eat. And that's why she was always right here meowing. So Samantha wants me to set up some sort of an outdoor camera in my backyard. I've so many deer. The tracks out there and the places that they've laid down and maybe slept for the night, I don't know. It's all over my back property. And it's not for my dog for sure because she won't go in the deeper snow. And I don't know if it's any other thing. Now, maybe I have coyote and things coming but that I don't know about, but I don't think so. I hear the coyote, but they're usually that sound is coming from across in the woods. I've never even seen a coyote on my property. Now I see plenty of raccoon and that size of animal, and rabbits and, possum. But these are prints of deer that are out there now. And deer season's over. Good. Uh, so I don't have to worry about the deer. Did you see that the winner of Westminster? It was a Doberman, but her name was Penny. Yeah. My cat is just doing the same. I mean, she's definitely done something to her back hip or something. She really needs x-rays to see what's going on, but I couldn't afford to have any surgery or anything done on her anyway. It's gotten vets and especially, you know, like vets that specialized in things, they're just out of reach now. So she doesn't seem to be any pain. She still goes up and down the steps. I mean, it looks kind of funny how she does it, but she's doing it. She still jumps up on the chair and then up on the counter, even though I want her to eat on the floor. Now I'm trying to teach her to eat down there. But yeah. So that is what is going on here. Watch tomorrow for another Ship With Me video. It'll be out in the parlor with the new setup. Hoping that I remember to put the mic on and the sound will be better. So thank you all for finding me at this time, and I will see you in the next video. Bye-bye.